Hey everybody, Mr. Andrews here. I wanted to make a quick video. I'll try to keep it like under 5 minutes or something. Um, but like I said, I wanted to try to make a quick video to help maybe explain one of the handouts from the newest Blizzard bag packet that you guys got either very late last week or maybe earlier this week, whether you picked it up or had it delivered. But I have the assignment on my screen. Hopefully, you guys have this as well. Maybe you've already checked it out, but if you're struggling a little bit with this one, um, the, maybe this video can hopefully make sense of it. But again, it's really taking a look at checks and balances in our government. Kind of how do these three branches, the executive branch, legislative branch, and the judicial branch, all interact and kind of work together. So make sure you do read the little bit here, okay, kind of where you can see me highlighting and stuff like that, because it does help. So, it talks about how the framers of the U.S. Constitution, not the farmers, but the framers, people who kind of made the Constitution and made the government what it is, realized that too much power can be dangerous. To prevent any part of the government from becoming too powerful, the Constitution created three separate branches of the federal government. The Constitution gives each branch its own powers, and that's really what the last Blizzard Bag packet examined, is each branch and what their powers, responsibilities, and roles were. This separation of powers creates a system of checks and balances. Okay, that's the key concept here for the first assignment, the new ZLA, and this assignment, the Junior Scholastic. Each branch can check or limit the power of the other two. This helps maintain a balance of power among the three. So it's asking us to study the diagram, then see how it works, and then obviously answer the questions 1 through 10 here. Okay, and a lot of these answers are going to be able to come from really just understanding to analyze the little diagram here. And what I told the 7th grade today and the 8th grade yesterday is to really follow the arrows. Okay, so to follow the arrows, that will help you make sense of this if you're struggling a little bit with the questions and it's just not really making sense. So again, we have the three branches of government. I'm going to try my best to do drawing on this so you guys can see it. If it's all janky and stuff, apologies. But again, three branches. We got one here, okay? Executive branch, legislative branch, and our judicial branch, okay? So those are the three branches, okay, represented by three places where these people work, okay? We got the White House for the executive branch, okay, right up here. You have the legislative branch. In the bottom left, that's the Capitol building. That's where the Senate and the House of Representatives meet, okay? And the Supreme Court, that is where the 9 justices, whenever they hear cases, this is where they meet and decide whether something is unconstitutional or not. Now, I was just talking about to follow the arrows, okay? And that's really going to be key to really understanding the key concept here of checks and balances, okay? So quickly, I'm going to do my best to erase these horrid circles. I just wanted to make sure you guys saw where these three branches were, okay? So if they're not perfect, I'm going to leave it be. Again, I want to try to make this a quick video so you guys don't have to listen to me talk for any more time than absolutely necessary, because I'm sure you all have more important things to do than get your learning on. So follow the arrows. So how this is set up is that whenever you see arrows coming out of one of these three branches, okay, that is a check or a limit that that branch has on another one. So for example here, when you see the executive branch, it has one arrow going this way out, okay, and one going this way, so on the left and right side. So this is a check or a limit that the executive branch has on Congress or the legislative branch. So the president can veto or reject bills passed by Congress. Say the president doesn't like a proposed bill that Congress made, the president can veto it. Says, you know what, I don't like this part, I'm going to send it back, you need to fix it. Okay. The president or the executive branch also has a check or can limit the power of the Supreme Court. So the president appoints Supreme Court justices and other federal judges. Okay, so the president gets to nominate who can potentially sit and serve the rest of their life on the Supreme Court and other federal courts there. So that's a pretty big thing. These places don't get to pick their own team really. Other people or other parts of the government pick the teams for them, if you want to think of it that way. So that's one example. Again, you can see if you look down here, okay, if you look down at the legislative branch, okay, they have some arrows pointing out towards the executive branch, okay? And in the middle, you see these big text boxes with some bullet points, okay? These are other examples that you see here. The legislative branch also has checks on the judicial branch, okay? Again, pointing towards the right, towards the judicial branch. So we're going to make legislative branch blue, okay? I'm just trying my best to color code, maybe help out. Again, apologies for how terrible my drawing skills are. Drawing with a mouse is not easy. So again, these are some of the checks that the legislative branch has on the other two branches. And of course, that means the judicial branch will make this one yellow. How about the judicial branch has checks on Congress, okay, pointing left. They also have a check on the executive branch or the president, okay? So that is key here. Again, follow the arrows. If you see arrows pointing towards a branch or going into a branch, that is a check from another branch. Whenever you see arrows being pointed out, okay, that is a check that it has on another branch. So again, arrows coming in is a check from another branch. Arrows pointing out is a check on another branch. So again, please make sure you're just trying to keep those things straight. I know it seems like a lot of arrows going every which way, but again, if you really just understand which way they're pointing, that should hopefully help you with this assignment. And just one more quick thing before I wrap up here. A couple of these questions, okay, that's going to ask you to do some writing, like number 1 and 9 and 10. Short, well-constructed, one-sentence answers are fine here. I'm not looking for a full-on paragraph, just one-sentence responses, and everything kind of in the middle there should come from just analyzing the arrows and from looking at the diagram. But yeah, that's pretty much going to wrap up my video for this. If you guys do have questions, please ask in the Google Hangouts thread that we have, or on Google Classroom, or ask during, whether you're in 6th grade or 8th grade, everybody has the same stuff. But hopefully I made this video, dang it, I went a little bit longer than 5 minutes. So it's under 10 though. So apologies if this is a little longer than I intended to be, but hopefully it helps. And if you have questions, please ask. I'll see 6th grade tomorrow, hopefully at 1 o'clock. 8th grade and 7th grade, you guys should have your videos up on YouTube, but I'll see you guys later.